Y'all, hello, welcome back. This is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Chit Chat about season 13, episode 3. If you have been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time and you end up liking this chit chat, please subscribe, please share it, please, like all the things that you're supposed to do on YouTube, do them here. All right, cool. Starting off, when Garcelle walked in that room and was disappointed because they was getting ready to eat, she was like, we getting ready to eat. I want to go meet men. Listen, my married ass felt that. I was like, Grab, yes, let's go outside. This food, it'll always be here and we could get some while we outside. Let's go. Child, Miss Little Sansa had the spice for Garcelle, honey. I know that she had already met with the dating guru, matchmaker, whatever, that's supposed to help Sutton get past her second date. But when Miss Sutton said to Garcelle, when you go on a first date, you could talk to me about a second date. The question of the day is, what is too fancy for a second date? Y'all know over on TikTok, and Twitter, we done had a whole discourse about what restaurants are acceptable. Cheesecake Factory is not acceptable for a first date. Okay, but what are the rules for a second date? Sutton says that she went on a date with this guy. They had a really good time. It was one of her favorite dates. And for the second one, she invited him to a black tie gala event in New York. There in Beverly Hills, okay? The whole room was like, oh my God, that's too much for a second date. They was eating her up in the confessionals. And me, let me get my notebook because I had some questions. My first question was it a flued out type of situation? Was Sutton going to fly him out and it was like, hey, just come with me, you can get on the plane with me, like whatever the case may be, okay? Second question was the cost on him? Right? Was he supposed to get his own Delta flight? I don't think Sutton should have paid for the outfit. Like, bro, okay, you can get on the PJ with me, but like, damn, could you buy your own suit? I understand that. And then my last question is, what does the man do? Right? Like, is Sutton out here dating a mechanic and is like, oh, come with me? You know what I mean? Is this act like a lady, think like a man? Is that the movie with Taraji Henson and Michael Ealy was the chef? I think that's what it was. Like, is it a situation like that? Sutton, hi. Yes, hello. I need some answers. I also think that Sutton, because she's in Beverly Hills, she's dating men that don't appreciate her Blanche Devereaux approach to flirting. The triceps was very, oh, you are so strong and manly. I might break out into a sweat. Can I get you some sweet tea? Like, it was very Blanche Devereaux. I go to, what is it, cotillions and all of that. Like, I think she just needs to find her somebody who appreciates that style of flirting and then subsequently that style of woman. While we're on it, does Avi really work for Sutton, or is this like a Marco Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip situation? Like, are we going to be getting a lawsuit from Avi soon? I don't like how Dorit trying to make Crystal having glam a big deal. First of all, this is Crystal's birthday trip. If anybody on the trip should have glam, Crystal. Also, seeing Dorit do Kyle's hair, why did neither Kyle or Dorit bring glam? Especially Dorit. She always, it's always a costume party. Teddy. That is the only good read that Teddy ever gave us. Oh my God. When are we gonna stop hearing about Teddy's name in the Brown Housewife space? I don't like it. I don't like it. Child, Kyle Richards was spot on when she said that Elsa Jane's outfit was giving very much Amsterdam glam, and it was. I was into what baby girl had on, and that's one thing you can't never take from Erica, okay? Baby girl know how to put it together. She know how to wear what the stylist put on her body, amen? Now let's get into this Magic Mike situation. Now let me tell you something. I'm not gonna lie to you. At one point, I did clutch my pearls whilst watching the Magic Mike show. I had no idea we was getting booty butt naked and hiding our members behind hats. I was not ready for that. Auntie Garcelle was getting the lap dance talking about some you're amazing. Oh my God. And then Elsa Jane had her legs spread from east to west with the man head all in it, child. She talking about that was her old dancing partner from way long back. I was not prepared, okay? Also, Sutton did too much. Like, okay, let me tell you something. When Erica spread them legs, when Erica's legs said like this and that man head went there and said, no, I said, literally my jaw dropped. I could not believe not only that it happened, moreover that we was actually watching it. But baby, what's good for you don't gotta be good for me. I could look at that and say I would have never, and still been like, yes, friend, you better do it. You better do it. Because she would. Clearly, she's in the middle of it. She is a grown woman. You saw them whispering in the ear asking for consent. If Elsa Jane didn't want her legs spread from the Atlantic to the Pacific, they wouldn't have been. Know that. Now, do I think that Kyle was picking when she kept saying, is this about the pants? Is this about the pants? Yes. Do I also think it's about the pants a little bit? Yes. Just backtracking in case you didn't watch it. They said, ladies, if you want to go up on stage or whatever the case may be, make sure you have on pants. And Auntie Sutton put her pants on, but none of the men came up there and got Sutton on the stage. And that's when Sutton turned into a prude and walked off. Now, did Dorit exacerbate it a little bit by coming over there? Oh, can I walk off with you? And then Sutton leaving? Yes. Do I think that Garcelle was being a good friend when she went to go check on Sutton? Yes. Do I think that Kyle was being a good friend when she stopped to check on Sutton there with Garcelle? Yes. But then Kyle can't help but be the baby sister in the situation. That girl don't know when to put a muffin in her mouth and hush. Also, Kyle waking up and working out while on vacation. Yes. Is it part of her new lifestyle? And I'm getting to be a new better me. Yes. Is there also a big part that we're not talking about being the loss of her best friend? Absolutely. That is helping drive this new Kyle that we're seeing, but we're not talking about that part of it. So it does make it look just like wild and like, crap. Now you a bodybuilder? Like, we on vacation. Stop. Also, I want to say that I side with Dorit when Dorit said they, being the people of the Magic Mike show, took very good care of the ladies. They gave them the first row seat in the balconies, and now half the cast is going for a majority of the show. Like, it doesn't look bad. And when we're talking about manners, you of all people should know that. I think she read down with that one. I was also with Dorit when I didn't understand how we could talk about toys that go bump in the night, because I don't know what we can and can't say here, but toys that go bump in the night, and being so free and open with her conversation then at the table, but not being into Magic Mike. And it just felt like, was it too far? Because when you're sitting at a dinner table with the girls, yes, it's being filmed for a show, but it is just the girls. Was it too far because there was an audience? Like, what was the difference? Again, Sutton, I have questions, girl. Who wrote the read for Crystal when Crystal said that the read hadn't seen real body parts in years? Who wrote that read? That's who I wanted to, because Crystal didn't write that one. That is not a Crystal written read, and maybe that person read down. I like that Garcelle brought her truth to the group when she told them, I'm not really safe talking to you guys about my kids because of some of the things that happened last year. Doesn't mean that I'll never grow to trust you. Doesn't mean that I haven't forgotten you. I just don't feel safe yet, right? And I feel like any emotionally intelligent person can understand that. For Dorit to turn around and gaslight Garcelle, because that's what was happening, but Garcelle caught it, baby. Girl is quick. You can't sneak past Garcelle, baby. She was like, no, you're making me feel like I owe you an apology. When Dorit was the person sitting there while Kyle, Mauricio, and her husband were laughing at Erica's treatment towards Jack, she also sat there and let her husband take it to 10 and never said, PK, stop, don't do that. Nothing on camera that we got to see. Yes, that's a valid feeling. I don't feel safe. I'm not saying that you asking about my kid was disingenuous. And again, I'm not saying we can never grow to get there. And the way that Dorit just chose not to understand that was crazy to me. It also felt very reminiscent of the Crystal Kyle back and forth last year. I think they were at Palm Springs. Also, did y'all see the way that Sutton was eating? What is going on with Sutton? It's giving a little too quirky now. It's giving, girl, you can't really act like that. Are you serious? Because if you are, then again, we know why there are no second dates. Okay, if that's what you're doing, girl, tighten up. $300 a month, and that's the table etiquette you got? Girl, you want to talk about you sitting on the board for the American Ballet Foundation and all of this and all of that? Girl, eat your fish bowl correctly. I said, Bo, eat your fish ball correctly. That's what I get for trying to read her down, but that made me mad.